Hello, Captain Pop Culture here, and I'm going to show you today how to repair your Xbox controllers. Because if you're like me, you game your ass off and you run through a lot of controllers, and you can't just be spending $50, $60 on controllers every couple of months. It's a pain in the ass. So I'm going to teach you how to repair your own controllers with either a repair kit that you can get on Amazon from anywhere from 10 to 12, 15 bucks, or what we're doing today is we're gonna Dr. Frankenstein our controllers. So what we've done, here's a said kit that comes with all the tools you need that you can get, like I said, online for anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks. I've already used a bunch of the extra components that come with the controllers out of here, but the main tools are right here that you're gonna need, and this daddy of the daddios is the one that you're gonna need the most. So what I've done to start off is I've got myself a few little alcohol, like cotton swabs that I can dip in this little alcohol here, that I'm only going to use to fix the main problem that most gamers have, and that is stick drift. Stick drift is a pain in the ass when you're trying to play the game and you let go of the toggle stick, and while it's in the neutral position, it will start moving to the right or moving to the left without you actually touching it. A huge pain in the ass for gamers, and if you're like me, you get sick and tired of having to deal with it. So what we've done is we've dissected another controller that we're going to use to replace the toggle stick, the thumbstick, and the thumbstick is going to replace that one, and we're going to fix the stick drift. So I'm going to show you how to get to this point, and then we're going to repair this into a hopefully brand new working controller. And we're going to start by removing all the accessories off of our controller. You're going to remove the back, make sure the batteries are out of it, and what I do is I usually just place all of my parts right where I can work them out. Alright, so you can either use this little prying tool that comes with the kit, or if you're like me, you're used to it by now, you can just dig your fingernails up underneath it. And what you're going to do is you're going to come into these little seams right here on both sides, and you're just going to dig up underneath. It's going to feel like you're breaking your controller, but trust me, you're not. These are meant to be popped off. You're just going to put that there onto the side. You know, do the same thing, other side. Just pop that boy right off of there. Ooh, there we go. Hey, come here. There we go, and put it aside. And what you're going to notice here are 1, 2, 3, 4, and a fifth hidden screw, which I'll show you in a minute. So what you're going to want to do is start by unscrewing your corner screws. And what I do in order to keep track of my corner screws is I just put them down in one of the little controller plates so I know exactly where they all are when I'm finished. Go again, we're going to get this one. Okay, put that away. This bad boy here. There we go. One more right here. And now the amazing fifth screw is actually hidden. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to puncture the sticker. If you run your screwdriver in here, you'll see a little soft part that you can just kind of Shawshank Redemption in there. Go ahead and dig that and open that. It's like Zelda. Do 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 do. Secret little compartment there, and you're just gonna unscrew that center piece, which is gonna keep the rest of the frame on the front of the Xbox controller. Take that screw out and put it there. And now what you do is you just gently pull the face off. Voila. Alright, so the main problem we're having is the stick drift. We're just going to make sure that we hold this thing in place, because the back plate will come off if you're not careful. This is the culprit. We're going to take that bad boy off right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place it right over here on the other Frankenstein controller, in case we have to use that bad boy for later. But we've already taken the toggle stick controller that we want to use to replace it with. When you do that, make sure you look underneath and make sure that this has more of kind of like a rectangular shape instead of like a O shape or a D shape, because an O shape or a D shape will indicate signs of more like use, and it will contribute more to your stick drift and lack of control. So as you can see, put the new toggle stick, just place it gently over the peg there. Another problem a lot of people will have is the LB and RB buttons breaking. Believe it or not, this is actually one piece of plastic that runs all the way over. So this LB and RB are actually connected by a tiny piece of plastic bar that runs underneath this part right here. So if you ever have to, you can actually pop this top part off here by undoing that peg, take this little bar piece that comes with one of your kits, and just slide that over, blase skip. But today we're not working on that, we're working on stick drift. So I've got my new peg on there. What I can do, I'm just going to take it right off again real quick, because what I like to do is, if you look here, you'll see these small tiny bands that keep the stick in place right there. I'm just going to dip my alcoholic swab in there. I'm not going to drench it wet, just want to get it a little wet in there. Go ahead and go in there and clean that bad boy up while you're in there. You're not going to cause any harm to the controller whatsoever, so don't worry about that, as long as you're not, cotton swab's not just drenched, dripping wet, you know what I mean? Alright, so we're going to put the toggle stick piece back on now that that's clean and ready to go. Alright, and then you're gently going to put the faceplate back over right there. Flip it back and reverse it, screw it, snip it, snip, slip it, and just in reverse order that you pulled your screws out, you're just gonna put them right back in, starting with that center piece, because that center piece is gonna hold the main center frame. And be careful not to make it too tight, because then if you make it too much pressure in there, you can actually interfere with the performance of the controller ability to do things. Alright, almost done. We're gonna come over here. Ah, shoot. Huh. Magnetic screwdriver. It's a blessing and a curse. Hey, man. There we go. And you screw that right back into place. Again, in this corner here. Oop, there's a hair in there. Let's get that out of there. Special thanks to the girlfriend, Vanessa Vampire 666, for helping us produce the video today. Hey, get in there, sucker. Alright, so there you go. Right in there. Put the batteries back in. Boom. That back on. Put my covers back on. They just snap right back into place. Boom, boom, boom. Put my accessory back on. And you, look at that, perfect. And the way you're going to test it, obviously, is to go into your game and start one of your games and everything. And of course, you're going to have a little Dr. Frankenstein action with, like, you know, miscolor controllers and everything. But like I said, it's an easy process, and it's way worth the 10-15 minutes I took to save yourself 50 or 60 bucks. So hope that helped. Good luck out there, gamers.